a significant load. So we have to understand that we are referring to structures that carry vehicular loading, such as those exist in highways. These are built over prepared foundation or subgrade. Like most structures, these are also built over foundations, which is called as structure, rather which is called as subgrade. Pavement normally has got different components. If you consider this to be existing foundation, existing soil or natural ground, and if you want to build a pavement over this, would be preparing the top. This is a foundation either in cut or fill. Would be preparing the top portion of this to proper specifications so that it attains adequate strength. That portion we call it as subgrade. The thickness of the top portion could be varying from 300 millimeters to 500 millimeter, or it can be 600 millimeter. Different agencies adopt different specifications. Accordingly, thickness of the subgrade can be different. This is what we are referring to as prepared foundation. This has to be prepared so that it attains whatever is the maximum strength that it can attain, and so that it has some desired specifications, desired properties. Over this we place the pavement. These pavements carry either a stationary load or a moving load. We normally provide pavements for various facilities. They can be very wide ranging facilities such as airport pavements, haul roads, loading yards, bus terminals, highway pavements. We can have different types of highway pavements. We can build pavements for low volume roads, and you have major highways wherein you can have main carriageways, you can have shoulders of main carriageways. You can also provide pavements for service roads which run parallel to the major carriageways, which carry normally low volume roads, very low volumes of traffic. We also have intersection areas to be considered, where also you have to provide pavements. We can clearly see that all these are different situations. The loading that comes there is different. The loading that you get in terms of a airport pavement is different from the loading that you get on a service road. Similarly, the axle configuration is different. The loading times are different. Some of these facilities like haul roads, you have very heavy loads carried. Bus terminals, you may have stationary loads. Loading yards, you may have stationary loads. And highway pavements, you may be having vehicles that move at very high speed, and other places you have vehicles that move at very slow speed, stationary. So we need to take into consideration the magnitudes of loads, the variation in the loads that are carried, the speed at which the load is applied, loading times. All these parameters are to be considered for designing all these pavements. So naturally you cannot have a similar design procedure for designing pavements for all sorts of facilities. Depending on the importance of the pavement and loading that we are considering, and also the climatic conditions that exist at a given location, normally we go for different types of, or rather we adopt different types of pavements. These are categorized as unsurfaced roads, where the surface is not sealed. We can have earth roads, gravel roads, muram roads, and other similar types of roads under this category. Main difference is that these are not sealed, the surface is not sealed. And on the other hand, you have surfaced or sealed roads, wherein the pavement is sealed either by a bituminous surface or cement concrete surface or other types of treated surfaces. We can also have some unconventional pavements like block pavements, self-fill concrete pavements, which may neither be considered as unsurfaced roads or surfaced roads, or it could be a combination of different types of pavements. What you see here is a typical bituminous pavement. This is a section that you see that is constructed on National Highway 6. As you can see, this is a dual carriage road. Okay. And this pavement was prepared over an embankment or prepared subgrade. It had got number of layers of granular material. It also had number of layers of bituminous material. This is a concrete road that was being constructed on National Highway 60. In the center you have the portion for central median. On either side you have two-lane carriageways. As you can see, the concrete pavement here is also substantially thick. This is also prepared over or constructed over a prepared foundation called as subgrade. Here we have a block pavement. You might have seen these such type of pavement at different facilities, most probably for footpaths, walkways, but properly designed they can also be constructed for low volume roads. You don't normally see them on very high volume traffic roads. There is a new type of road that is being constructed possibly for the first time in India called as self-filled concrete pavement. Here we have plastic shells which are being filled in with cement concrete. Okay. Broadly we categorize pavements as two different categories, that are flexible pavements or rigid pavements. Under flexible pavements we consider earth roads, gravel roads, sand roads, and salt roads. Rigid pavements are pavements that are flexible, they can be